Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ma'am. So before I'm going to present, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Heti Sarlina and I'm from batch 5. So now I would like to present my final exam presentations. There is the article, the title is Fostering Low English Proficiency Learners Reading in Freshman EFL Reading Class, Effect of Using Electronic and Print Textbook on Taiwan's University Student Reading Comprehensions. So now, I would like to answer the question one by one. So the first question is, what is the research objectives? So the first is objectives was to compare the effect of electronic textbooks and print textbooks on student reading comprehensions. The second is objective was to investigate the impact of reading strategy instructions using an interactive textbook platform. And the third is objective was to examine student perceptions of using electronic and print textbook in reading classes. So the location is page 1, paragraph 3, lines 1 to 7. So next is, what is the design of the study? The design of the study. The researcher used a mixed method. Researcher designs which combine quantitative and qualitative methods. The quantitative data were used to measure student reading performance, while the qualitative data were collected to understand student opinion and learning experiences. So the location is page 4, paragraphs 1, lines 1 to 4. In the location is in the method. So next is about the data collected. The study was conducted over 14 weeks. During the study, the researcher collected data, took lessons, quizzes, summative reading tests, questionnaires, and semi-structured interviews. These instruments help the researcher influence student reading achievement and gather the perceptions about using electronic and print textbooks. The location is in data collections, page 6 to 7, paragraph 1 to 2, line 1 to 11. Next is the data analysis. The quantitative data were analyzed using per sample tests as well as mean strength dependencies. Meanwhile, the interview data were analyzed to identify the main terms related to the student experience and opinions. So this found in the location is data analysis, page 7, paragraph 2, lines 7 to 15. And next is, what are the findings? So for the first finding is research questions. The researcher found that there was no significant difference in reading comprehensions between students who use print textbook and those who use textbooks. For the second research questions, students achieve higher quiz score when they use the interactive textbooks with multiple choice questions. This shows that the interactive features supported the student learning during classroom activities. For the third research questions is, the study found that most students were familiar with digital reading. However, most of them still prefer print textbooks because they felt more comfortable reading from paper. And the location is the result sections, page 7, paragraph 1 to paragraphs paragraph 3, lines 7 to 8. Next is, how are the discussions? Okay, now is for the discussions. The researcher couldn't that print textbooks and textbook result in similar reading comprehensions. However, the interactive textbook increased student engagement and helped them achieve better quiz performance. Although students were familiar with digital reading, many still prefer printed textbook because of eye strain distractions while using the digital device, limited access to technology, and their reading habits. And the location is in the discussion sections, page 9 to 10. And the last is, what is the conclusions of the study? So the conclusion is, the researcher conclude the electronic textbook didn't significantly improve student overall reading comprehension compared with print textbooks. However, interactive textbook improve student immediate learning and classroom engagement. Therefore, the research recommended Therefore, the research recommended using interactive digital platform to support reading interaction, especially for learners with low English proficiency. Okay, the location is in conclusion sections, page 10 to 11. Okay, maybe that's all my presentations. Thank you very much for your attentions, and I do apologize if you can't see me, because I'm so sorry, mom, because in my house it's still blackout from morning until evening, so I'm so sorry, and I also apologize for my mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.